everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Shop Adventures, my weekly excursion where I leave the homestead here at Athletic Geek HQ and search my bounty of comics, graphic novels, action figures, collectibles, and all things in between. First things first, time to talk about what stood out from last week's bounty, and because it was a really short bounty, there really wasn't a whole lot. The annuals were fun, but, nothing really to write home about. The nightly one was probably the best of the bunch, but the big thing is just Dead Man Logan, the conclusion, just a really tremendous book, a tremendous conclusion. Brought tears to my eyes. Just really sad to see this book go, but I feel good that it went out in such a great way. Just a really nice conclusion. Very similar to the movie Logan, to where you're sad to see something you love end. But if it ends in a good way, you're not really too sad, or you're still sad, but you're just, you're not disappointed. You don't long for what could have been. You know that it was a great run, and it's better to end the run on a high note like that with, the conclusion to a great story than to keep it going to where you'd be thinking, oh, man, if it just would have ended then, So just a great book, and it's, like I said, nothing was bad. Excalibur, I'm gonna see about adding it to my pull list because I did enjoy it, and the annuals were all fun and decent, but nothing really, other than the conclusion of Dead Man Logan, nothing was really spectacular. But it was hard for any annual book or even a new one that I did really enjoy to live up to the conclusion of Dead Man Logan. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys back here at the homestead with this week's bounty. Hey everyone, I am back here at the homestead right here at Athletic Geek HQ. Got quite the bounty to look into this week, so let's get right to it. Gonna start off in the world of Marvel with Savage Avengers number 7. The annual was a okay little one-shot, but they're back to the main story now, and they've kind of gonna follow another group of the Savage Avengers, and Elektra's one of them, and I enjoy Elektra, so we'll see what this issue brings. Savage Avengers number 7. From there we go to Daredevil number 13. This is part 3 of the Through Hell story arc that's started up, and I've really enjoyed Chip Zdarsky's run so far, where he kind of deals with the moral, it's kind of, some would say it's a tired trope, but the kind of the moral ambiguity, especially in the eyes of the law of Daredevil and other superheroes as vigilantes within New York City. So very interesting, and so far so good. It teeters almost on a preachy line so much. It hasn't been preachy, but I always worry that with certain parts of it, whether I agree or disagree with the view is irrelevant. It's just when it kind of gets a little too, when it gets preachy, I don't like it, and it's kind of teetered on that, but it's never fallen into that, so I really appreciate that in the writing, because so many comic books now, whenever they want to kind of deal with some real life issues, while I think that's wonderful, sometimes it kind of gets annoying, and it kind of gets it to where that overpowers good storytelling, and I feel like Chip Zdarsky so far has dealt with that, but not done it to sacrifice good storytelling, so kudos to him. I liked his Daredevil run so far. It's been a great run. I'm going to keep enjoying it. Daredevil 13. We now go into the world of DC. We have Batman number 82, and all the DC books now have like the villain title over it, with the exception of a couple that I have. So it's kind of confused me when they pulled it out of my pull list. I'm like, no, I didn't sign up for that. But no, it's Batman. Batman's just written in tiny letters in City of Bane. That's the headline on the title card. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Kind of like where they're going so far with it, and it's kind of this weird little 3D covers. You can kind of see where it's like, or not really 3D, just let's get it out for everybody. You can kind of see it's like you take it apart, and then there's Bane and everything else, but it's like it's got the City of Bane, and then that's kind of neat. Yeah, and then you actually see Batman 80, number 82 over that, and and they actually do the same thing on the back with the Batman Damned trade paperback advertisement. So that's kind of neat. I thought it was just kind of like one of those like a 3D cover. I didn't realize it was that. So that's kind of cool. So yeah. Tom King, my up and down relationship with him, but hopefully this is another up instead of a down. Batman number 82. And keeping with the same sort of story, we have Justice League number 35, and yeah, the Legion of Doom is right up there. And let's go ahead and see what that cover is like. Why not? There's the Legion of Doom, and then okay. This is kind of cool. That's the same thing on the back with the Batman Damned art. Yeah, you know, this has been one of the books I feel has really benefited from this whole Year of the Villain story arc that's overarching the entire DC universe. Just enjoyed it, and you know, with the different Justice Leagues and how they're all kind of intertwined, from like Kamandi to the Justice Society to the future Justice League, with them all interacting with various characters through, you know, in the current Justice League, and how they're all going to be tied together with this giant threat. Has me really intrigued and to see where it goes, you know, and how all of these different Justice Leagues from the past and the future, along with our present day heroes, how they're going to what's going to be needed out of all of them to continue to push this story forward. And I think that's cool. I think that's good writing on Scott Snyder's part, and I'm excited to see how it all ends up. Justice League number 35. From there we have Green Lantern Black Stars number 1. This is a 3-issue miniseries written by Grant Morrison within his Green Lantern story arc. And yeah, we're just going to see what this does. I've had, you know, Morrison's one of my all-time favorite writers. His Green Lantern's been kind of you know, it hasn't really fallen into the I don't like it territory, but it's kind of when you hear your favorite writers writing one of your favorite characters, you know, you kind of, it sets an expectation, and, you know, with all due respect, it just kind of hasn't been what I thought it was going to be. It's had some great issues, but it's also had some ones that just left a lot to be desired, and I don't know what Mr. Morrison's doing with the Black Stars, but we'll find out. It's a 3-issue miniseries, and then we'll see what happens to the Green Lantern Corps and Hal Jordan from there. Green Lantern Black Stars number 1. And finally, the final book of this week's bounty is The Legion of Superheroes number 1 by Brian Michael Bendis. I know it's another Superman type book for Bendis, but you know, I saw it on the shelf, and I've kind of wanted to get into Legion, and Bendis does write the teen hero well, so I thought, why not? We'll see how it is. If I enjoy it, I'll add it to my pull list. If not, well, then, who knows? Maybe it'll be given away as part of one of the wrestling giveaways. Who knows? But yeah, just kind of wanted to get into the Legion, and you know, for you know, kind of how I feel like Bendis needs to take a step away from Superman. I feel like this could be something that's really his forte and he'll do really well with. So, yeah, this see how this is. See if this keeps me interested. Legion of Superheroes number 1. And that is it for me this week. Let me know what you picked up at your local comic shop in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a share. Subscribe for more content, not just from the world of comic books, from the world of gaming, anime, pro wrestling, and all things geek culture. Be sure to go like my Facebook page at facebook.com/athleticgeek89 for more content. There you'll find every Thursday my collection comic of the week blog that is exclusive to my Facebook page. But other than that, I'm out. Y'all be cool. Later.